There is officially 5 days till my trip to Japan, and I still have a lot of things I need to do. Things I have already done. I have got my hair cut. And here's the list of things I have to get done before my trip. I had a goal. I wanted to finish all of my books, and I am on my last one. I'm currently reading Reckless. I have I think 50 pages left, something roughly like that. And this is a really good book, by the way. The first one was great and the novella was even greater. I also want to read the new one, but I don't have it physically. So I have to finish this book because I have a challenge for myself. I want to try reading 2 books. So we also need to pick what books I need to bring on my trip, and I already have one lined up. I'm gonna bring 1 physical and 1 digital. Other things I have to do, I also have to do my nails. I already did them, but I know on Sunday or something I have to give them a little extra, but I filed them and did a lot of things to them, so that's what they look like. This is what the nails look like, very nice, very pretty. They're filed into almond shape, so that's wonderful. I also need to do a deep cleaning session, which is gonna happen on Friday. I also have to pack, of course, tint my brows and my lashes. Also gonna do that on Sunday, I think. I also have to dye my hair. Of course, it would be best if I could do it on Sunday because I go on a Monday, but it's probably gonna happen on a Saturday, which also means I need to find time to wash my hair. I also have to download music, movies, shows, all that jazz. And last but not least, I also have to pack my essentials bag. Basically, the bag I'm gonna be bringing with me on the plane. I'm not gonna be bringing this bag, but the bag I always travel with is my everyday bag. So I just put things in here that I knew I wanted to bring. Yeah, let's just get started. I have decided for my books that I'm gonna be bringing the Brazier as my physical book because it's just giving the same vibe as my favorite series, which is Shatter Me. And for my digital book, this is probably a really random book. I'm gonna be bringing this book, which I got a really long time. It's also fantasy. It sounded pretty good, so that's why I want to read it. So I'm bringing those 2 books. I might change my mind completely, but for now, those are the 2 books I think I'm gonna be reading. There is now only 4 days left of my trip, so let's pack. For this trip, I have decided to not bring a ton of clothing, and the reason for that is because I'm gonna be buying a lot of clothes, so for dresses, I'm gonna be bringing 4 different dresses because you can wear a dress 2 to 3 times before they need to be washed. And I'm also packing light because I know I'm gonna be shopping like crazy. This dress is really pretty. I showed it in a plan outfits with me for the Japan trip. This dress I bought in Bali. Oh, it's really cute. It's a cute little tube dress. And this is actually a romper, but it's basically a dress because it's a full body outfit. And this dress I actually got altered by my sweet loving mother. So as you can see, if you can tell that, yeah, you can see there's a little fold in there. It looks a little silly, but I think it adds a nice little flare and it makes the waist super cinched. I also think it's really important to have a packing list. I'm definitely a bigger fan of a digital packing list, but if you're like my mother, she definitely prefers physical to-do lists. Sorry, packing lists. You can basically copy and paste the packing list for anywhere you're going if it's the same weather conditions. So whenever you are okay, I'm not bringing any more of this item, you can check it off. So for this is just gonna be dresses. I did also realize when I was going through all of my clothing, I do not have that many skirts. So I'm only gonna be bringing 3 different skirts. I'm planning on buying some more, but I realized I'm not the biggest fan. I had a white pleated skirt, but that one doesn't fit me anymore, which is super sad. But I'm gonna be bringing 3 skirts with the intention of buying more. I know this skirt is probably not the best to bring in a really hot country, but oh well. And then I'm also gonna be bringing 2 shorter pairs of skirts, that goes with literally everything. Also with that, you should definitely bring just a basic pair of black shorts you can wear inside your skirt, because there are multiple reasons why you should do that. One, there's the upskirting issue in Japan, especially in the bigger cities, so for that reason, and also just I don't want my naked butt to sit on random ass seats. We're also gonna start noticing a theme. I don't have a lot of clothes. I do have a lot of clothes, but it's a lot of t-shirts. So this trip is definitely for shopping as well. For shorts, I'm only gonna bring 2 pairs, simply because I don't have any others. I used to have the most beautiful pair of vintage Levi shorts that was like really low-waisted but like really big in the waist, so I could just like add a belt and it would be high-waisted. Well, it doesn't fit me anymore. My back got too big. I feel like tops that are not t-shirts are definitely the hardest to pack because I don't have that many. I literally went on like Vinted and bought like, this is like a really cute boat neck top, and I also got like a really cute halter neck top, and I am considering bringing both of my crop tops for that. Then we have like 4 like actually nice tops that are just like a little bit more stylish, and these are like black and white, so they go with like everything, all of my tops, all of my bottoms. I feel like t-shirts are like so hard to pack because I'm an oversized t-girl and I love being it. I think I have a good system for this. So the shirt I'm gonna be wearing to fly in is just gonna be like a nice little like loose, and it's like very nice and stretchy. I am actually gonna do something controversial and wear tight pants, but I'm gonna be bringing a pair of PJ pants. But 1, 2, 3, and 4 t-shirts. So that's in total 8 tops, 5 bottoms, 8 tops, plus 4 dresses, and I feel like that's a good and healthy amount. It's obviously not enough for 2 weeks straight, but where we're gonna be staying at is gonna have laundry. So that's it for packing clothes. I'm also gonna be bringing a long sleeve gym shirt. This one is a bit oversized, unfortunately, but this is to cover my tattoos because I want to go to unison. So I also brought 1 bikini. I would recommend just 1 bikini because you're not going on like a beach vacation, so like 1 bikini is gonna be fine, or like a 1 piece. Also really important to note, but it's like a cardigan, but it's like a UV one. I got it from Uniqlo, and I feel like this is gonna be like the perfect cover up. For shoes, I am being basic. I would have loved to bring my lovely platform Doc Martens, but it's gonna be so hot and humid. I just don't want to do it. So I'm gonna be bringing my super beat up white sneakers that I am gonna be throwing out when I get there, because these are really comfortable but they're so beat up, and I'm gonna be buying shoes when I'm there, and a pair of sandals. Also, someone who is like a gym girly, I ended up buying like a bunch of protein bars to bring on the trip, and I also bought a fresh bag of protein powder. Woo! I also won't be able to fully pack my toiletry bag just yet because most of the things has to go in like the day before, but there's like some things I've already packed in here, so that's great. Hello. I also wanted to touch on a really important subject if you are going to any other places in Japan besides Tokyo. When we went on our first trip back in 2019 before COVID, we only stayed in Tokyo since it's the largest city in the world. That's insane. Do I think just going to Tokyo is worth going to Japan? Yes and no. Like, you're definitely gonna miss out on a ton of experiences, but if you can only go to Tokyo, I still think it's great to just see Tokyo. But if you're like me and actually want to see some of the beautiful countryside of the beautiful Japan, you need to get Shinkansen tickets. Can you take the regular trains? Osaka, Kyoto, Nara, Kamakura, Hiroshima, etc, etc? Of course you can. You don't need the Shinkansen, but it's just gonna take triple the time because Japan has the fastest trains in the world. I forgot how quickly they actually run, but it's insanely how fast they are. There are different levels of the Shinkansen you can choose, but we went with the fastest one, which is also going to be the green car, and that green car is also what is considered first class in Japan. And the reason why we chose this over the cheaper options is because it's 1, the fastest, and 2, you get the most value for your money, and we wanted, because we want to go on like really long trips, we want to go to a really famous village, and that alone is like a 4-hour train ride, and we want it to be as comfortable as possible and take the shortest time as humanly possible. So when you go on the website via the jrpass.com, you will be able to select 7 days, 14 days, or 21 days. We decided to go with 7 days. And when you are a foreigner, you pay online and you get it sent with UPS in a little still express like this. It might be sent with a different delivery system, but this is just what we got in the mail, and it got here really fast. We ordered it and then it came within like a couple of days, and in there was our tickets, of course. Part of the reason why we chose the green car, as I said, was because it's more comfortable, because you have more leg room. I forgot what they're called, but you get like nice little hand towels as well, and the service is just like better. And since we wanted to see as much as humanly possible, that's why we decided to do 7 days, because we're only staying in Japan for roughly 2 weeks, and we want to see a good chunk of Tokyo and the other places as well. And we're going to use Tokyo as our base, and then we're going to take the Shinkansen for those 7 days straight. So when you get it in the mail, that doesn't mean like your 7 days have started. You will have to go to a Shinkansen, like the Shinkansen like office, and then you will like claim like, okay, I want to take the Shinkansen from like starting today and then 7 days ahead. Because what you get here is not the tickets. It's just like you bought it. I will not be showing too much of this because there's a lot of personal information, but when you buy the JR pass, you will be getting a nice little travel guide for free, which I think is nice. And in here, in this little thing, you will be getting your tickets. So in here, there are obviously 4 tickets because we're 4 people, and it looks like this. But inside there is a QR code that will be scanned, and you've got to make sure that stays completely safe. Yeah, I'm not gonna show the inside because there's a lot of personal information on there, but this is basically what it looks like, and on the inside it has like all your information and stuff. There's a lot of things. So I just wanted to share that because I feel like nobody talked about the JR pass system, and I just wanted to share it with you all. Alright, so I washed my hair and now I have to do so much deep cleaning. It's actually not funny. Disgusting. I hate it so much, but it'll be so nice once everything is like nicely cleaned. Let's just get started. We now have 1 day to go. We leave tomorrow. That's absolutely insane. I still have to pack a couple of things. I am packing my makeup bag and just like setting powder and like a little brush set. Alright, so I also need to pack my carry-on. I'm going to start in the entertainment section. A physical book, my Kindle, my phone, and what's currently charging, my Nintendo Switch. Electronics is like kind of in the same realm of things, but I did buy this like case thing that has my power bank. I also have my loop earplugs in here as well, but I'm gonna take them out and put them somewhere else. But I'm gonna be putting like all my cables, all that good jazz in this case. I'm bringing 2 pairs of headphones. I am of course bringing my JBL headphones, like the smaller ones. It's a large pair of headphones. These are the Sony XM3s and I have loved them so much. And I also think snacks is super important, so we got a whole pick and mix sweets. And I'm bringing like 2 protein bars and like a bunch of like muesli bars. I'm also gonna be bringing a little crossbody bag. It's a really popular Uniqlo bag. And in here, I'm gonna be carrying around 2 loops. I'm gonna be carrying around the Dream loops as well as my Engage, because I love both of them, for a much more comfortable sleep. Obviously an eye mask, and then a travel like turtleneck pillow. My lashes before and after. Also, just a little heads up, I will not be showing my passport or important documents, but you obviously need to do those. But since my lovely mama is gonna carry those around, I won't be having them on me, but please fucking remember those. Otherwise you can't get into the country. You also have to fill in, what the fuck is it called? I'll have it on screen. Just wanted to say that.